Hey, I'm Travis with Gazelle Tents, and I'm here today with our T4 Plus. This is a great tent. It's my favorite tent for camping with my family because it is so big and spacious. I'm going to show you how to set it up and take it down today. So we've got it in this big bag. We're going to lay that bag down, unzip, and one of the nice things that you're going to see about the Gazelle tents is that they're fully assembled and hassle-free. So inside your bag you're going to have your Rainfly, which we're going to take out and just set out over here for now. The tent and your stake bag. Inside that stake bag has inside your stake bag is going to have your tie outs and your stakes to put down the tent. And then you're also going to see some extra supports. These supports here are for your doorway, which we'll explain when we get to that point. I'm going to take my T4 and I'm going to start to lay it out. When we lay it out, you're going to start to see how big this tent really is. Once I got it laid out, I'm going to go ahead and flip over that footprint and I'm going to step on the side. When I step on the side, what it's going to do is it's going to give me a little bit more structural support. So as I pop out the hubs, it's going to stay in place. So I'm just going to reach in, I'm going to grab that hub. As it comes up, you can see how it starts to take shape. I'm going to pull that out and it's going to pop up that side. We're going to come around. If it falls over, it's fine because this is all going to start to take shape as we go around. Got my door there. So again, I'm going to step down on the bottom, grab my hub, pull out on that hub, it's going to pop into place. As you're putting the hubs out, it's going to get easier to do. The tent's not going to fall in on itself as easily. It's going to start to hold its own shape. Instead of having extra poles and having to go around and do things this way, boom, you've got all of your walls out and ready to go. Now you can see that this starts to sag a little bit, okay? So one of the things we can do now is we can put our support posts in. So our support posts simply snap together. Inside the doorway on this wall, there's going to be a pocket on the floor and a pocket in the ceiling with a Velcro strap in the corner. So as I go inside, I'm going to take that pocket on the bottom, and I find it's easiest to put it in the one on the bottom first. You're going to slide it right in. You might have to unvelcro the floor in order to get it in. Then bend that pole, put it into the top corner pocket. I can put my Velcro straps on now, and I've got one side wall done. I'm going to do the same thing with my other corner so you can see how it starts to take shape. Now we want to protect ourselves from the rain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll out my Rainfly. As I roll out my Rainfly, I want to look for a feature. Where you see the Gazelle label is going to be your front. So I want to check to see, is there the stake pole? And I don't see it on this end, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip my Rainfly around, open this side up, and I can see right here is a piece for us to slide that pole in. So I'm going to spin that around because I want this by my door. Now that I've got it spun around, I'm going to take this, put them together, just like you would any other tent poles. The bungees help it take shape. And I'm going to go ahead and slide that in while I've got it down here on the ground. So we've got the sleeve, and I can just start right in that sleeve. And I'm going to begin to slide it through, work it through. I find it easier to do on the ground than when you've already got it up on the tent, so you're not working above your head. It's going to slide in a little bit easier. Just make sure that when those aluminum posts get to there, you just get it in so it's not catching. Get to that end, slide it all the way out, spread out our fly right over the top. Now that we've got our support post in, we're going to take our 4 posts and we're going to attach them to our Rainfly. So I'm going to put it up, take my post in, slide it in, spread out our tent, take the other corner, put it in. Now, I'm going to walk that tent back along the side my Rainfly, and I can begin to spread it out over the top. It's a big Rainfly because it's a big tent. Get to the back side, and I've got my 2 posts again. Put the 2 posts in the corners. Got our nice Rainfly sticking out here. Once we've got our posts in the corners, we've got our support up front. We're going to go ahead and go inside, and I'm going to push up on that center hub to pop the ceiling into place. So I can start in my front room, push up, go to my back room, push up, and now your T4 Plus is up and ready to be staked out. On the corners, underneath the skirting, is a nice thick webbing strap with a big grommet for our stakes. You're going to find those along the tent. So as you are tightening it up, you're going to take that and stake it down to tighten out the tent. You can also see the Rainfly. It's nice and large. It's going to cover the whole side, and it gives you flexibility. You can either take your tent stake it from here straight down to the ground and have it be tight and closer to keep more of that wind out. Or if you want more ventilation, take one of the guy lines that's in the bag, take that stake, and now I can stake it out here. I'm still going to keep my tent nice and dry, but I'm going to get more airflow underneath. Once you've got it all set up and staked down, you're ready to enjoy. You can also, during the day, take this, roll it up, attach it with our hook and loop here, tie it up, and now you can see the ventilation and the nice gazebo part of this. When I take my family camping, we like to sleep in the back and use this to store our luggage, our food, our different supplies and things that we're going to have with us at that time, some snacks, and keep this as the actual gazebo. You can put the walls that are on the inside in there and have it be 2 separate tent rooms. So you can sleep 8 very comfortably in this tent. Once we're done, we're going to go around and we're going to do the exact opposite of what we did to set it up. So we're going to unhook our Rainfly, we're going to get it nice and loose. Then we're going to come around and we can just take down the tent, the T4 Plus, the same way that we put it up. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to pop in that roof hub in the front and the back. Once I've got it down, now I can take out my support posts, working my way around. As I'm coming up to the front, I could be rolling it up. You're setting this up and taking it down with the partner. It's a little bit easier on this Rainfly to get it off. I'm going to take that out 2 fronts. We're going to pop this over the top so we're down to just our tent. I'm going to set this aside to fold up a little bit tighter later on. After we get our Rainfly off, the first thing that we want to do is we want to go back inside and take out our support poles. If we don't take out our support poles before we knock in all of our sides and start to fold it up, you're going to say, hey, this isn't going back together. I actually had this happen to me on the first time that we used it because I didn't read the directions. Now that we know what we're doing, we're going to pop out these support poles. So we're going to do that again the exact opposite way of when we started. I'm going to take off that Velcro. I take it out of the top sleeve and then just lift it out of that bottom sleeve. And there's one. Come around to my other side, undo the Velcro, top sleeve, bottom sleeve, and now our support poles are out. You can see how the T4 Plus already starts to fold in on itself when you get to that point. So once we've got our support poles out, now we can go around and push in our sides. So we're going to take that hub, pop in that hub on all sides again, and you're going to see how the tent starts to fold itself up. Without you doing anything, it's going to be folding itself. Get that last side popped in, start to fold it up, get it over on itself, gather it up. As we gather it up, you're going to say, man, that's pretty big, but once you get it put together, you're going to be able to take your strap again, cinch it up, and be ready to go. So there is the T4 Plus. It's all ready to get strapped up, put back in the bag, and head off on our next adventure.